Green Knight, Gold Knight, who gives a shit? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to J-Buck Studios, your home for reviews, reactions, and of course, ridiculousness. And I've been a little late on this review, obviously. Went out and saw the latest A24 movie called The Green Knight. King Arthur's headstrong nephew embarks on a daring quest to confront the Green Knight to prove himself before his family and court. So is this Green Knight one of the best movies of 2021 so far? Let's find out. But before I get into my thoughts, let me know what you thought of Green Knight. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Is A24 on your good side or bad side? Let me know in those comments. Anyways, though, let's get into some of the good. So A24, Green Knight, you know, taking this story that's based on a poem, King Arthur, all of that and whatnot, and then translating it through the filter of A24, so you know it's gonna be weird. But the one thing about this movie that I was blown away by, I was intrigued, I was enthralled, was the gorgeous kind of cinematography, the lighting. This is by far the best looking movie of 2021 so far. Again, I don't know what the budget was. I think it was around $15 million. But what they did here was make cinema. Like, this was a gorgeous, beautiful movie, from the kind of sprawling shots to the kind of the one-on-one conversations with characters, the way the lighting effects and everything play into this. Like, this is, again, you could drop out almost all of the dialogue and the music and just watch this as it is. And it is a beautiful work of art. And that's kind of funny to say, because there was one part in the movie that I kind of came back to, and I was like, wait a minute. We've been watching just kind of scenery and this character walking with background music and score that I thought was phenomenal as well. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but it was about 20 minutes of no dialogue at all. And I'm like, this is what I want. This is what I enjoy about this movie, because I don't need any character dialogue of explaining things. It's just this character on this journey. So him going on this journey of almost kind of self-discovery, you know, him dealing with his own personal demons of kind of bravery, but also courageousness, but also cowardness, and then meeting all of these different individual characters, I thought obviously fit that A24 bill, but very much brought it into a single character. And you see and feel how this character is essentially dealing with his own personal demons, like I said, but also the journey of how you see this kind of young nephew of King Arthur at the beginning of the movie all the way to the end, and throughout kind of a year and then about 6 days of traveling, and the people he meets, the experiences that he goes through, you see that he is a completely different person, which, again, without even kind of dialogue explaining that, just his journey throughout this journey or movie worked so damn well here. But it's like that sprawling journey of this man, like I said, all of the themes and stuff that he had to deal with, but throughout that gorgeous visuals and the sprawling journey and the characters he meets along the way, the musical score in the background was what kept my interest, again, through scenes that maybe weren't going to be the most entertaining or interesting, but the music is kind of like this fairy tale-esque, adventurous, very much soothing sound in the background that, again, ramped up certain scenes, kind of built in tension here or there, but very much made it for this like epic adventure feel of him going through and, again, seeing all of these different things or creatures or atmosphere or visuals that I was like, yes, give me more and more of this adventure. Again, very much backed by this kind of soothing but also adventurous score from time to time. But the performances here, I mean, there's a lot of kind of hard-hitting actors and actresses. Barry Keoghan is in here, and every time this guy is in a movie, I think he is so unlikable. And again, in this, I'm just like, this guy, I just want to, come on, Barry. But he turns in such a kind of, skeezy, slimy performance that I thought worked. And again, he's just kind of a side character. But the main upfront, Dev Patel, this guy is perfect throughout this movie. Everything that he is asked to do, he absolutely cashes it in here. Again, very much kind of seeing him as this scoundrel or young, type person, and then his maturity throughout the movie I thought really worked. But then his interactions with the obstacles that he runs into, the different kind of characters that he talks to, I thought that his performance alone, on top of what I've already said, very much drove this movie forward. Again, very much leading up to the very last second of the movie was his performance. And that's the thing, going back to kind of no dialogue almost, it's the mannerisms and looks and the way that he interacts with situations that tells you exactly how he feels and exactly how he feels about this journey and whatnot. His performance isn't just delivery, but it's also interacting with the environment and the obstacles that he's given. However, The Green Knight, I mean, even though I am just blowing this movie right now, I loved it. I had a great time with this movie. There were a few scenes, I think maybe it was a little too long in the tooth when it came to runtime potentially, but I think that there's one or two different scenes that meandered a little bit that I could have maybe been trimmed up a little bit or kind of, maybe left out or sped up a little bit, because it did detract from either the pacing that they had going, the momentum that they had going, or really kind of just took me away from the adventure at hand. Like, I was invested in the Dev Patel character throughout his journey, and there was these different kind of pit stops along the way, and not all of them I would say would work. So I mean, there are certain bits of this movie that I was like, oh darn, that put a little bit of a blemish on this. Overall, The Green Knight is a sprawling, beautiful A24 adventure, with it again having gorgeous visuals, this adventurous feel, Dev Patel and others doing great performances here, and a score that very much ramps everything else up, but with a few nitpicks about, maybe some meandering scenes or plot points that detracted from everything else. I would highly recommend, people, listen, I would highly recommend checking out The Green Knight. Again, going to this expecting kind of a character story, very much mellow but interesting, gorgeous visuals, rather than like an epic action-packed medieval movie that you might be thinking you're getting. Again, it is A24 and they do things a little bit differently. In closing, I'm going to give The Green Knight 4.6 out of 5 rightful crowns. So what did you all think of The Green Knight? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you love A24 movies and want them to keep making kind of in this medieval genre? Because I thought it worked hella great. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below, or if you're very much looking forward to The Green Knight now after all of my thoughts. Anyways though, as always, thank you so much for watching. Watch some more videos up there or right over there, brand new content every single week here on the J-Box Studios channel. Not entirely sure what exactly is coming the rest of this week, but Suicide Squad on Thursday or Friday, so stay tuned for all of that. Looking forward to that. Like this video, follow my TikTok and J-Box Shorts channel, and until next time, we'll see you later.